Arsenal have begun the process of really giving Mikel Arteta what he wants amidst his links to Youri Tielemans in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share if at all you're watching us for the very first time, and never to subscribe to this channel, guys, so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Guys, I'm so much elated today because you guys are really showing me love, and this is our second video of the day, guys. I know that I've taken long without doing a live video, but after this video, I'm going to schedule a live video and I'm going to come here live to talk to you because you guys are really amazing in the for you, because you guys are really nice and so much important to us in the for you. So thank you for watching this channel, Rokani Media Football, and thank you for showing me the love, guys. Please and please continue and never let me down, because you guys are really giving me a reason to work hard day in, day out in the for you. Smash the like button, comment and share if at all you're watching us for the very first time. Endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I go by the names of Rokani David. Obviously, you know me, I'm your usual suspect, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, that's my name. And endeavor to go to the right bottom corner and smash the subscription button in there for you and hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now today, for the very first time, I've gone to the website of Football London, and this story is so much exciting. And they've done a permutation that is leading Youri Tielemans to Arsenal. That indicators at Arsenal are showing that Youri Tielemans is the next player to come in Arsenal in the for you. They've based their argument on what Mikel Arteta said when the season was coming to an end. He said next season he wants a 22 fully fit man squad. In every position, Mikel Arteta wants two players, because him and the board knows that the reason as to why they failed to go in and hit the Champions League spot was simple. They lacked depth in there for you and quality. As we speak right about now, they've so far brought in 5 players: Matt Turner, a goalkeeper; Gabriel Jesus, a centre forward; Fabio Vieira, a central attack midfielder; Marquinhos, a right, he's a winger who plays on the right in the for you, but inverted, though he's still in the making, as Edu confirmed to us that he's still in the making. Then they've brought in Zinchenko, a man who can play close to 5 positions in the for you at Arsenal. I'm going to bring you that video of how 5 times how Mikel Arteta can position Zinchenko in 5 different positions or roles at Arsenal in there for you in every system. I'm going to do like 5 videos on Zinchenko. Every system that Mikel Arteta plays, I'm going to do a video on Zinchenko and show you how Zinchenko can come in and really play into that system of Arsenal in there for you in 5 different positions, in 5 different systems in there for you. Every single system that Mikel Arteta is applying at Arsenal, Zinchenko can play close to 2 or 3 roles into that system in there for you. So thank you for watching in, and I was telling you that Mikel Arteta wanted 7 signings, and I was speaking now. He has so far gotten in 5, but for my case, I don't count Marquinhos, because Marquinhos is one for the future. He's not a player that you're going to come out in here and say, oh, he's going to really hit the ground running. No, he's not a Gabriel Jesus, he's not a Fabio Vieira, he's not a Zinchenko, he's not a Matana in there for you, because for them, all of the players I've mentioned, they've started to show us what they've got apart from Fabio Vieira, who is really injured. And secondly, he said he wants a 22 fully fit man squad. Now today, there is a story that has been aired at what we call the Football London. You know the Football London very well. It really broadcasts news from London, and especially those teams that are so much in London. You know it very well that that's what the Football London does on a daily in there for you. Now the Football London has gone ahead to let us know that sorry about that. This is their permutation. They've said, they've started with a quote of Mikel Arteta that, I don't know, it's what we have today, and as well we have a large squad. So we have to make some decisions on the players that we are not going to use. We are not going to be using consistently, and be fair and straight with them. And that's a process that's going to start very soon as well. So this is one of the statements Mikel Arteta issued while in America after beating Chelsea by 4-0 in the for you. That was the post-match press conference when he was asked about the players that are really going to be leaving Arsenal in the for you. He said that it's a process they are supposed to start on as soon as possible, and to be fair to themselves, this is what they should be doing in there for you. He said, amid reports that talks are underway with Atalanta regarding a loan no Tavares. Arsenal have effectively started the process to complete the necessary deals that will get Arteta closer to his ideal squad size, as he could have 20 senior outfield players left if Hector Bellerin, Pablo Mari, Lucas Torreira, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Reece Nelson, Faron Balogun, and Nicolas Pepe depart. How many are those? Tavares 1, Hector Bellerin 2, Pablo Mari 3, Lucas Torreira 4, Maitland-Niles 5, Reece Nelson 6, Farorin Balogun 7, and Nicolas Pepe 8. That means Arsenal is going to sell close to 8 players. If Arsenal sells close to 8 players, that means they are really going to be left with, they're going to be left short in certain positions in there for you. So those 8 players, after they leave, let me count you what players Arsenal would have been left with. 1. In goal, they will be okay. You get, because they'll be having Ramsdale and Matana. Right back, they will be okay because they'll be having Tomiyasu and Cedric Soares. Central defense, they will be okay because they will be okay, but lacking one player who is a left-footed centre back in there for you, because they have Ben White, Saliba, and Rob Holding, who play on the right side of the central defense because they play there perfectly good. Gabriel Magalhaes is the only left-footed central defender that Arsenal is going to stay with, because Pablo Mari is either going to Fenerbahce or going back to Italy. The left back is okay, Zinchenko and Kientieni. When you look at the left attacking side of the midfield, there is Martinelli and Emily Smith-Rowe. Those are 2 fully fit in there for you. When you look at the central attacking midfielder, they're having Odegaard and Fabio Vieira. Very perfect to that position. When you look into the CDM role, the CDM is only one. That is Thomas Partey. That leaves a room for another player to come in. Obviously, it shows you that Arsenal is short in 3 positions. Thomas Partey doesn't have a person who's going to deputize him. Bukayo Saka doesn't have a player who is going to deputize him. Then Gabriel Magalhaes. So those are the only 3 positions left for Arsenal to fulfill into this summer. And this is a permutation where Football London has really based their argument. They continue to let us know that as a result, 2 or 3 more signings would be required for Arteta to get his wish of a 22 outfield players in his Arsenal squad for next season. And perhaps it's interesting to note that 3 more deals appear to be on the Gunners' radar for the remainder of the transfer window, amid links to Youri Tielemans, a left-sided central defender, and a winger. So it seems Arteta certainly has his priorities in place to ensure his squad will be equipped to compete in the Premier League, the UEFA Europa League, the domestic cup competitions next season. But in order for the Spaniard to get his wish of 22 senior outfield players, he must first oversee a number of sales in there for you. So this story coming in from the Football London has really confirmed the story that David Austin told us, that to bring in Tielemans, Mikel Arteta has to first sell players to really get out of a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. That is the hindering point for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal, and they should work upon it as soon as possible in there for you. So Arsenal should go in and really work on the outgoings if at all Mikel Arteta is to get himself where he really wants to be in this side of the game. And guess who is being targeted at? Obviously, it's Youri Tielemans. Out of the 3 positions, the only clear position that we know the player that is coming in, it's Youri Tielemans. That is that player to at least deputize or come in and cover up for Thomas Partey, because you can't guarantee Thomas Partey for your season. He's an injury-prone player this time around. You're okay that amidst the games you played into the preseason has not yet gotten an injury. Remember, last summer he got an injury while playing Spurs into the Series Cup, into the Mind Series Cup. This time around, you're left with 1 game of Sevilla. Let's wait and see whether he won't really get an injury. I'm not a prophet of doom, but this is what the career of Thomas Partey has been full of ever since he came in at Arsenal. Every season, he gets injured a minimum of 3 times, Thomas Partey. So you need a player like Youri Tielemans who you are sure of that is going to come in at Arsenal and play close to 35 games in there for you. So That is all about Tielemans, and he's the only ideal player that we know in the for you that Arsenal is really looking for and confirmed in the for you. And I was so much annoyed while in America when the media never asked Edu about Youri Tielemans. They just asked him about Paqueta, about Rafinha. I think he told them that don't ask me about Youri Tielemans in the for you, because the statement he would have made would have really confirmed us that Arsenal are really in real need of him in the for you, and it would have really led to Leicester to really hike their price. But Tielemans has been everywhere, and I was so much annoyed because this journalist in America never asked him about Tielemans in the for you. But I was so much pissed off, man. We would have gotten a very good information from a close and clear source of Edu in there for you, because he talked about Rafinha, he talked about Paqueta, which other player did he talk about? You get? So, when you look at all that, it shows you that Tielemans is the only ideal player that Arsenal are needing. In the remaining three, he's the only player we know that Arsenal are needing. So, by Arsenal clearing out the deadwood, they are really preparing way for Youri Tielemans to come in through and play for side, which goes by the names of Arsenal, especially into that role. I can't imagine, by the way, Arsenal getting in Youri Tielemans and he's playing in a double pivot with Thomas Partey. Guys, I don't support Arsenal, I always told you, but I'm worried. I'm worried, especially as a person who supports Manchester United. When you look at how Arsenal is trying to strengthen its midfield, because Arsenal is just lacking one midfielder. And if at all Thomas Partey can be fit throughout the season, they won't be needing Youri Tielemans. That's it. The only reason they need Youri Tielemans is that you can't really tie your season or bet your season onto Thomas Partey. If Tielemans comes in at Arsenal, Arsenal will be one of the teams in the Premier League with the strongest midfield. One, he's good going forward. He's good going forward. That is a man who goes by names of Youri Tielemans, either for you. And if I told you never knew, let me show you this. That he can play, when he's playing as a box-to-box player, he's really good. And that's how he will play into the system of Arsenal, either for you, when they bring him in, obviously, alongside the man who goes by Thomas Partey. And when Thomas Partey is away, you just expect him to come in through and do the needful of being like what we call a box-to-box player. So when he's playing with Thomas Partey, he'll always play as a box-to-box player. So let me show you the stats of this man. Tielemans, last season he played 32 games. He scored 6 goals and 4 assists. Imagine this guy comes from deeper positions of the midfield to come in and score those goals. You get? So that means Arsenal is getting in a central midfielder who can play as a CDM but can add on the goals that he scores. That is Youri Tielemans for you, and that's what Arsenal is really getting for itself. So that's what I'm telling you about this guy, that it's good when he's playing with Thomas Partey. But even if Thomas Partey is away, he is a player who is going to be playing for the team that is going to be having a lion's share of the possession. When you're having a lion's share of the possession and playing a high line, obviously Arsenal plays a high line with Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba. It's really going to be a superb high line. You know that he's going to add so much onto the attack. And when he adds so much into the attack amidst him playing into the defensive positions, obviously he will be encroaching near the area of the opponent. That is the 18 yards area or the final third, and will go in and really score you those goals. So he's a very good addition for the team. And with a story coming in from Football London that Arsenal are really so much into this player, it shows you that Arsenal are really working hard to really clear out the deadwood. Obviously, they're clearing the deadwood to get in Youri Tielemans either for you, because I think the body is telling Arteta that, please, obviously we've done everything, but ask yourself, you should answer yourself that why aren't you really selling off these players? Because there are some players that can get us money immediately. Why don't you sell them off? So I think that's what Arsenal is working on, to really get in a player who goes by names of Youri Tielemans in here onto the Rokani Media Football. But the condition for bringing Youri Tielemans, they should go ahead and really sell off the deadwood. That's it. And that's what Arsenal is working on right about now in there for you. Another statistic of Youri Tielemans in there for you. You see him. Those are the positions of, he plays a defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder in there for you. So these 3 positions of the midfield, he can give them to you very, very well. His strength, Ball control, playmaking, weakness, no outstanding weakness either for you. He plays with a right foot, but even his left foot is not so much bad, and that is a man who goes by the names of Youri Tielemans in there for you. So he comes in at Arsenal. That's really going to be a very addition to the team of Arsenal in there for you. So guys, smash the like button, comment and share. Feel free to go in the comment section and tell me what you think about Youri Tielemans to Arsenal latest update, as Football London has told us that he's the ideal of the 3 remaining positions to be filled at Arsenal, and that to happen, Arsenal has to clear out the deadwood, and the deadwood includes Nuno Tavares going out on loan, Rex Nelson, Pepe, Pablo Mari, which other player have they talked about? Pablo Mari, there is Maitland Niles, there is Florin Balogun in there for you. But out of these are the ones that Arsenal is going to sell to gather money to create space and money, all income force for Youri Tielemans. Hector Bellerin is for sale. News coming in from Spain. £4 million bid made, all offer made by Rio Betis. Arsenal said no. Arsenal needs close to £10 million. Pablo Mari, Fenerbahce wants him. Arsenal values him at like £6-7 million. That is 17. Lucas Torreira is valued at 10. That is like 37. That is 27 in there for you. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is valued at 10. That is 37. Nicola Pepe, like 20. Okay, count him 30. That is like 67 in there for you. Then there is another player that's supposed to depart Arsenal who goes by the names of Bernard Leno. Arsenal are really willing to take now £10 million. 8 million guaranteed fees and £2 million of add-ons in there for you. So Arsenal can collect close to £60 million out of these players, the deadwood that they are really wanting out in there for you. And it's very much realistic, because when you look at what Arsenal is having on paper, they've really spent close to £121 million so far. No club in Europe has spent more than Arsenal, and they're repeating what they really did last season. That is a mirror of what they did last season. They spent £149 million. But when you look at the players they have to sell, I think they can gather money to get in the players that they want, because Tielemans is at £30 million. And I think it's a bargain, but Arsenal saying we are giving you £25 million in the face. So guys, feel free to tell me what you think about Tielemans to Arsenal latest update, as the Football London has told us that this lad is needed by Arsenal, but for him to come in through, sales have supposed to be made of the deadwood out of the club of Arsenal in there for you. Thank you guys. Smash the like button, comment and share. It's our second story of the day. I go by the names of Rokani David, and Rokani Media Football is the channel you guys have been watching me on. I sign out for now. See you later. We are coming back with a live video. I think like 2 hours from now we are going to be live onto this channel discussing total football matters onto this channel. I sign out for now, guys. See you later. May the Almighty God protect you and give you what you really deserve into your life that is positive, and all the wishes for you. I'm out.